The Red Skelton Hour. Air date January 2nd, 1968.
CBS presents this program in color.
From Television City in Hollywood.
The Red Skelton Hour. Keep your eyes on our show tonight, 'cause we feel that it rates a glance. There'll be jokes that are out of sight, plus a peek at a song and dance. Get a glimpse of the cast that we've got for you while we're raising our glasses up high.
If you wish they could brighten your point of view, so will all those in favor say aye.
Our guest star, Tennessee Ernie Ford. David Rose and his orchestra. The Alan Copeland Singers. The Tom Hanson Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is our New Year's show, you know. Hey, let me tell you what happened New Year's. There was two drunks sitting on a bar at New Year's Eve, and when they were showing pictures of their kids, and one guy says, "Oh, you're lucky. I'd give anything in the world if I had 3 kids. Anything in the world if I had 3. I got 12, you know." He says, "The stork visit our house quite often." The other guy says, "Visit? I think the boy lives there." He said, "I got a lot of trouble with my family. I was walking up the street with all the kids the other day, and a policeman came up, and he says, 'You're under arrest.' I says, 'What for?' 'I didn't do nothing.' He says, 'You must have with that crowd following you.'" You know, I get a kick out of what, you know, I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less. I'm not against drinking. I'm up against it. Hey, you know why I don't drink at parties? I like to see people enjoying it. But me, I can't handle it. I'll be standing there, a guy say, "Have a drink." I said, "Better not." "Oh, I have one to be sociable." I say, "Okay." I have a drink. 2 minutes later, "Can I freshen that up for you?" "Go right ahead, buddy." Then the next thing I hear somebody say, "Did he have a hat?" You know where I love to spend New Year's Eve? At Dean Martin's house. Because it's sort of symbolic, you know, as the New Year's coming in, Dean's passing out. Hey, there was an elderly couple watching television. They were watching, you know how they come in all over the country, different parts of the country, and they're watching television, everybody kissing like that. And she says, "Harry, how come you don't nibble on my earlobes the way you used to?" "What's going out of our marriage?" He said, 32 years of teeth, honey. You know, as soon as it gets near midnight around New Year's, I always stand to the most beautiful, next to the most beautiful woman in the room, my wife, Georgia. This is a paid political announcement. Hey, you know, I come from a little town called Vincennes, Indiana, you know, and we never had wild New Year's parties. In fact, no excitement at all. The place was so quiet that sometimes we celebrated midnight around 8:45. And they were so strict there. One year, a little kid appeared at 12 o'clock as the spirit of the New Year's, and they had him arrested. He was wearing a tipless dipper, a topless diaper. 32 years of teeth, baby. A Nicholas Dipper. That's good, huh? You know, and our town was very poor. We didn't have any town drunks, so we all took turns. Hey, and January the 1st, that's when everybody makes New Year's resolutions. I've resolved that I'm going to paste all the trading stamps in that we've saved in 1966, 3 million of them. And last night, Georgia licked 42 books of these trading stamps, and, well, I kissed her goodnight. Well, I'll tell you, it took 2 neighbors to come in and rock us back and forth to break the suction. Hey, you know, one year, the author Gene Fowler took me over to W.C. Fields' house and for a New Year's party, and if Fields was here today, give me my hat, give me my hat. This is the way W.C. Fields would bring in a New Year's. Ah, yes, here it is, 1968. Everywhere in the world except Russia. There it's still 1936. The last 30 years have refused to come in. I'm making 3 New Year's resolutions. 1, not to drink any more booze. Number 2, not to carouse around with women. Number 3, not to pay any attention to the first 2. Last year, I wanted to bring in the new year the old traditional way. I wanted to drink champagne from a woman's slipper, but the only woman I could find was Marjorie Main. So I settled for a short beer from her tennis shoe. I mixed a concoction for the party, 4 dashes of gin, 6 dashes of vermouth, and a half a bottle of rye. I took 1 drink, went over and drew a picture of an automobile on the wall. Everybody at the party took a drink, got in the automobile, and I drove them home at a very early hour.
Hey there, Georgie girl, swinging down the street so fancy-free. Nobody you meet could ever see the loneliness there inside you. Hey there, Georgie girl, why do all the boys just pass you by? Could it be you just don't try, or is it the clothes you wear? You're always window shopping, but never stopping to buy. So shed those downy feathers and fly a little bit. Hey there, Georgie girl, there's another Georgie deep inside. Bring out all the love you hide and know what a change there'll be. The world would see a new Georgie girl.
Tonight, Red Skelton as Clem Cadiddlehopper and Tennessee Ernie Ford as Loser Lumpkin in Next Time, Try the Brain.
Manager! Where's that manager?
What do you want?
There's a wishbone stuck in my throat. What should I do?
Make a wish.
Make a wish. Okay. I wish it was stuck in yours. Hey, I want service, and I want it bad.
Listen, if you really want it bad, I'll call our new waiter. We just got a new boy in from the country. Hey, Clem Cadiddlehopper. Now listen, Clem.
Yeah?
This man is in a hurry.
In a hurry.
Give him his pie and step on it.
All right, there, as you say,
That's unsanitary.
No, it's Boston cream.
Hey, waiter! Come here. What? There's something floating in my soup.
Eat around it.
What's a fly?
Oh, really?
What's a fly doing in my soup?
Looks like the backstroke.
Say, do you have any oxtail soup?
No, but we got some hot broth back there. I'll back an ox into it, see. I gotta stop putting them in sideways. I'll back an ox into it. I'm not gonna kill the whole ox just for a bowl of soup.
Oh, forget about it. Listen, give me some split pea soup instead.
I'm sorry, RP, they're all married. We can't split them. I'll get you some, though. I won't split them. I'll mash them for you. I'll mash them.
Don't mash those peas with your hands.
Well, my feet are full of pie.
Well, throw them away. Get them out of here. Not in the kitchen. Does the kitchen look like a garbage can?
Well, if you cleaned it up a little, it might.
Get rid of those peas.
I'll get rid of the peas. Pardon me, sir. I think I hit something.
Just a pea picking minute.
I've been known as a pea picker, but this is ridiculous.
Oh, it's you again. Yeah, it's you again, huh? Listen, Crumb Bum, if you're hungry, go pound the piano.
You pound the piano if you're hungry?
Here we go again.
Where are you going?
Same old thing.
Matter.
Every night.
It's all right. You can play with your feet.
Same old thing every night. All I do is go in a low dive and sit at the piano and cry.
Well, why do you cry?
I can't play the piano.
You said it, boy. You said it. You can't play the piano. Why don't you sit on the piano and play the stool?
Oh, thank you, stranger.
It'd be better. I'm not a stranger. We met at the door, remember?
You're the strangest thing I ever saw in my life.
Just make yourself at home. I thought you played by ear.
Once I built a railroad,
What's so wonderful about that?
made it run.
What's so wonderful about that?
No tracks.
Boy, it's going to be tough sledding around here.
Why?
No
snow. Loser Lumpkin, they call me.
Is that what they call you?
Once I was the toast of the continent, and then I got in a jam.
Well, what's wrong with toast and jam?
They just told you. I used to be somebody.
You did?
Yeah, see this hand?
Yeah.
Only one other hand like it in the world.
You don't say. Where is it?
Right there.
My hands match too, but I'm in trouble.
Why?
They match my feet.
These gifted fingers were in the Olympics.
The Olympics?
15 years ago, I was the world's greatest chicken plucker.
No.
Now all these hands do is shake.
Well, why don't you rent them out to mix martinis? That
Yeah, the chicken plucking champ.
That's you.
Yeah, big. Then it went to my head.
It did?
Nightclubs.
No.
Painted women.
Oh, no, not
And
that.
one night I got boozed up and plucked a fan dancer.
I read about that. 400 cops it took to make the arrest.
Yeah. But someday,
Someday.
I'll make a comeback.
You'll make a comeback.
Meanwhile, just call me the chicken plucking Liberace. I plucked a red hen. Pluck, 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 pluck.
You know you've got to have a lot of pluck to sing a song like that. Eat your flies.
I plucked her again. Pluck, 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 pluck.
Out! Out! And get out of here and take that crummy voice with you.
I guess I know when I'm not wanted.
That don't look like a hat rack, I'll tell you that. Here, here, here. Don't do that. You can't throw dirty knives at people, for heaven's sake. That's not sanitary. There. There. Hey, his singing is improving already. Oh, that's smart. I can tell.
Say, do you know you've got 6 knives in your back?
No, but I know the first course of Winchester Cathedral. Hey, what's that fly doing in your soup?
The coach said it was the backstroke.
I haven't done this since Grandpa sat on the parking
Do
lot.
that again. What finesse?
What do you mean, what finesse?
What grace? What dexterity?
What?
Where did you get them chicken plucking fingers?
They came with a chicken plucking hand.
You shall be the new Olympic chicken plucking champ.
Oh,
I personally shall train thee.
thou don't have to train thee. Thou is already housebroken.
Tell me, Coach Lumpkin, how's your boy Clem coming along?
Well, as we say in chicken plucking circles, he's got a feather brain.
Oh, I see the sprinters are getting ready for the 100-yard dash. Who starts them?
Oh, here comes the starter now.
Won't they run right past her?
Would you? Hey, here comes old feather-grabbing Clem now, finishing up his road work. Get a load of them fingers. Get a load of that. Look at there. Look at him go. Hot dog. Good work, Clem. Did you know? Did you know?
Did I know what?
Did you flicked 12 seconds off of your plucking?
Well, thanks to my tricky footwork. That's what did it.
Yeah, you're as light in your head as you are on your feet.
And don't you forget it.
Now, listen, Professor,
Yes.
I have noticed on the overpluck and the underpluck, you're dropping your wrist.
I'm dropping my wrist?
Yes. Can't you hold your hand like this?
Not without getting whistled at, no.
I'd like to get some action shots.
Action
shots. Hey, he ought to go on the Saturday night hayride. Ought to
Yippee.
talk about action shots.
Yes, sir. Action, I'll give you one. This is the cadiddle hopper approach. Ah!
Is that karate?
No, I ripped my short.
What else do you do? Give him some shots.
Well, now we stand here and we stare at the hen for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We just stare.
What does that prove?
That time means nothing to a dead hen. I'll get her out of there now. Here. Oh, she's tightened her skin. That means she's getting ready to lay a square egg. But it's nice they won't roll out of the nest.
Well, I guess I have to ask the question.
Yes.
Somebody does. When do chickens lay square eggs?
Right after they have a square meal.
this ain't your last season, it'll surprise me. You young chicken pluckers have got it easy now. Why, when I started, I couldn't even afford a chicken.
You couldn't?
Had to practice plucking my mustache.
Is that a mustache? I thought you was eating a Tootsie Roll sideways. Well, I've seen more hair on bacon.
It's like the girls say, if you're going to a picnic, you don't mind walking through a little brush.
Now I know why you're on that farm up there.
I want a story about your protege. How was he raised?
Raised? Clem wasn't raised. It just accumulated.
Practice my squats in case I run into a low-slung chicken. That's whatever. There's Willie's girl. Good heavens, lady. For heaven's sake, there.
I hope I do not annoy you. I want to work on my push-ups.
Looks like you're all pushed up already.
I see you do not know me.
No.
You've heard of Europe?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was so big.
I come to Olympics for Iron Curtain.
Oh, you did, huh? I'm in the Olympics, too, you know.
What part?
All of me. Mostly my fingers. You see, I'm a CPA. Chicken plucking American. Tell me, how long are you going to stay in the Olympics?
Till I win 'em, buddy.
That's why she's so big. There's a man in there.
You're my biggest competition.
I am?
If I knock you out, I win the race.
Yeah, if you didn't get that line out, I was going to knock you out. Tell me, are you going to enter the race?
What race?
The human race.
What are you laughing for? You don't belong.
You big Boy, I'd like to have her on an Easter egg roll.
Exercise time.
Exercise.
Touch top of your shoulders.
Top shoulders.
Now touch bottom of shoulders.
Bottom of the shoulder.
Top.
Oh, I'm stuck. See? There were these two seagulls, Gertrude and Heathcliff. Oh, my fingers. That's dirty pool. That's dirty pool.
With broken fingers, you will not win the chicken plucking contest, and I will win medals for first place, second place, and third place.
You got the place to pin them on.
Farewell. Tomorrow will be victory for Iron Curtain.
Yep. Oh, you finished it off. Farewell there, jolly red giant. Oh. You want to yell, Uncle?
No.
Mind if I do? Sophia Loren! Sophia Loren!
Where's Sophia Loren?
I thought you'd come running faster for her than you would for Uncle. I didn't know.
Clem, your fingers may be gnarled and broken, but your spirit will never be conquered.
No?
Tomorrow on the chicken-plucking battlefield, you'll live up to the finest traditions of the feather pullers.
I'm beginning to feel better
Finest
already.
traditions
I'm
of the
proud
feather
now.
pullers
I'm beginning
who
to
have
get big
the
all of a
finest-
sudden. I
Say,
feel like...
This is the longest line I've got in the whole hour. Can I do it all in one wad?
Solo?
Yeah.
A single.
You'll live up to the finest traditions of the feather pullers who have preceded you. May your efforts be crowned with victory.
Are you through, Reverend? Shall I go take up a collection now?
I'm beginning to believe you must be next to an idiot.
Well, then I'll move away.
Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen of the expectant world, and you ladies who've already had your children. In keeping with our age-old tradition, the Olympic torch, which has been lighted at Marathon, Greece, has been carried by runners thousands of miles across the world. And here comes the final runner to light the urn. That's you are in, buddy.
Good heavens! me help you put that out.
You put out my torch. You put out my torch. Why did you put out my torch?
I thought you was a Statue of Liberty's kid running loose.
You big... You... 2,000 miles in...
I'll hit you right in your mouth. Must be a reject from Sunset Strip.
Stand back.
What are you gonna do?
Clem, this gun is going to start the 1,000-meter race.
They must be lousy runners if you gotta shoot at them to make them run. Where's that idiot going? What do you think? That's funny. Wait till he hits the freeway. They missed him. Tourist!
Clem, that gun was loaded.
Well, so was a couple of them runners.
Clem, your IQ is lower than a Caterpillar skateboard. That'll bring your season to a close pretty quick. And now, the javelin semifinalists from Finland. Here is Bjork Horgenforgenstorgen. Bjork from... I need glasses.
You need a dog.
Bjork... Oh, there it is. From Finland, Sam Smith.
Here, just a minute now. Just because he didn't pronounce your name right, you don't have to shish kebab him. My best throw! I can't even see it. Well, I'll tell you, Sunset Strip's going to be crowded tonight, huh? We're loaded with them, ain't we?
You took his javelin.
Did?
Why did you take his javelin? How can he enter the decathlon?
You the key like everybody else.
And now from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Now from Los Angeles. The city frequently visited by Mayor Yardy.
How do you like that? He almost forgot his own ad-lib.
I haven't been well.
No.
We bring you America's entry in the high jump.
The high jump.
Sam Smith. Well, oh, Bjork Horgenforgen.
Happens to look at that skinny boy. I tell you, he closed one eye, he looked like a needle.
The whole body's a weapon, ain't it? The whole thing.
I'll tell you, I've seen more meat on soup bones.
He'd make Don Knotts look like Alfred Hitchcock.
Boy, I hope he hasn't got on, had the slippery skin. He'll come right out of his shorts.
Yes.
What are you doing around here, buddy?
He did.
Came right out of these shorts. Good.
The Olympics are running a little long, folks, so let's get to the finals of the chicken plucking contest. And for our first finalist, here is Bertha Kropnik.
Well, 2 minutes, 15 and 3/10 seconds. It's a new world record.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. There may be an innocent teenager in the audience.
Hey, Clem.
Yes?
It's your turn. Now listen, you get in there and you tear them feathers off.
I will. I'll pretend it's the NBC peacock.
I give you Clem Cadiddlehopper, the wizard around the gizzard. Look at those fingers. Look there. You'll notice that not one finger will leave his hand. Why don't you give up, ma'am, and save the chicken a lot of embarrassment?
Okay, I give you trophy now.
Oh, I tell you, you're all heart. All heart surrounded by miles and miles and miles of flab. Thank you, ma'am. time.
It's not milking time, Clem. It's plucking time.
Oh, it is, huh? Okay.
What are you plucking up there?
A bird, and it's singing Rockabye Baby.
Birds don't sing rockabye, baby.
Lucy Bird?
Now get in there and grab them feathers.
Oh, feathers, feathers, feathers. Oh,
Al!
feathers,
Al! What are you doing? Hey, leave me alone here. Hey, stop! Hey,
Clem,
Yes?
Clem, she's no chicken.
Not with those skinny drumsticks.
Oh!
I'm a woman. I'll tell my husband.
Well, if he don't know by now, tell him to forget it.
And you, with that stopwatch, what are you doing?
I'm timing myself. It's been 40 seconds since I've had a line. Oh, time's up, Clem. And you flunked chicken.
Oh,
But you plucked a lady in 2 minutes flat.
I got news for you. She was flat before I ever started plucking.
Clem,
Yes?
the Olympics are all over. What are you
Yeah.
going to do now?
Oh, I'll probably come back as a long-distance runner. I'll start training for the next Olympics.
The next Olympics are a year away. You can't start now to run in 1968.
Why not? Bobby Kennedy is. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like for you to meet our guest star, the one and only Tennessee Ernie Ford. Ern, it's nice of you to come down off of your ranch. You've got quite a ranch up there, haven't
Oh,
you?
yes, quite a place.
Yeah. How many head do you have?
Oh, one for each cow.
You sure are busy lately.
Oh, I'm busier than a bobtail cow during fly time. Nobody thinks I'm not stupid. But I made a new invention.
You did?
Yes, it's a game.
A
It's going to be
game?
bigger than a yo-yo or the hula hoop or anything
No, what do you
like
call
that.
it? What do you call it?
I call it If You Duck Your Chicken.
That ought to be good.
Now, I'll get my stuff. I
Oh,
brought
get it.
Right.
This is the new game. You'll be the first ones to see it. He just invented this, you know.
Here we go. Set. Now, you see what we do. We
do you
take
do?
this ball, and you take this candle.
Yes.
You take this candle. You take this candle. You got prop men like I had on my show. You take this. We'll take a match.
Make a man. Well, that's going to fix this up, but good, later.
You put that in your mouth.
Put it in my mouth.
And light it.
Yes.
And I start swinging this ball around, and I start getting a little closer and closer until I put the flame out on the candle.
Who are you talking to?
Well, there's nobody else on stage.
There must be. You ain't talking to me, buddy.
No, come on. This ain't gonna hurt at all. You won't feel a thing.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Put it.
Put him on.
And I keep swinging the ball around, and I get closer and closer and closer. Where are you going? Where are you getting?
I figure if you knock my head off, I won't have so far to fall.
Stand up. This is fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
A lot of laughs.
No, I gotta go back to the dressing room. I forgot something.
What'd you
I
forget?
forgot to stay there.
No. Come on. This is gonna be. Look, we can do it this way.
No! Wait, could you make it go the other direction?
Why?
In case you knock my head off, somebody will catch it. I don't want it to get dirty.
This is fun. Now,
It's fun, huh?
Yeah, this is. Now just hold her steady now. Hold her steady, and I keep getting closer, closer, and closer, and closer, and closer. My aim wasn't very good.
I think it's gonna catch on.
I
though.
think it'll catch
Yeah,
on.
it's murder. I'll tell you that.
Well, look, I'll see. Here.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. There's nothing. Why do you always, all day long, you've been carrying this suitcase? What's that for?
Oh, that's. You see, I'm a farm boy.
Yes.
Up on the ranch, up in Northern California, and this is my portable bar.
Portable bar? What for?
Well, you know, up there, walking around that big wide ranch up there, this is a precaution
A precaution?
against snake bites. You see.
What are you expecting? A bull constructor?
Listen, the unique thing about this bar is the bartender's in there.
He is?
Yes. Joe,
You've been hit with that ball, too, huh?
Joe, you can't get good help today at all. Hard to do.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. That's great for snake precaution, see? But supposing you don't meet any snakes.
Red, my boy, I've thought of everything.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Tennessee Ernie Ford and the Tom Hansen Dancers.
I'll remember you long after this endless summer is gone. I'll be lonely, oh so lonely, living only to remember you. I'll remember you, your voice as soft as a warm summer breeze, your sweet laughter, mornings after, ever after, I'll remember you. To your arms someday I'll return to stay. Till then I will remember too every bright star we made wishes upon. Love me always, promise always. Ooh, I'll remember you. I'll remember you. I'll remember you. I'll remember you. I'll remember you.
At the height of the social season, when each day brings a fancy affair,
We're aware of a real good reason for the smiles that you see everywhere.
it's a tall, dark, and handsome stranger who has come to our town for a stay.
We agree there may be a danger that he'll steal all the ladies away.
He's here today.
Hey, look me over, lend me an ear. Fresh out of clover, mortgage up to here. But don't pass the plate, folks, don't pass the cup. I figure whenever you're down and out, the only way is up, and I'll be up like a rosebud high on the vine. Don't thumb your nose, bud, take a tip from mine. I'm a little bit short of the elbow room, but let me get me some. And look out, world, here I come.
Ain't he a corker, quite debonair?
Dressed like a porker going to the fair. Before I was puny, poor as can be. You wouldn't imagine to look at me. I came from Bristol, Tennessee.
It's me, Dick and Ernie, strike up the band. We'll take a journey into Wonderland.
I'm a little bit short of the elbow room, but let me get me some. Hear me shout, world.
As long as he's got a lot of charm,
There's no doubt, world.
you ain't gonna keep him on the farm.
Hey, look out, world. Here I come.
Look out, look out, look out.
Better look out, world. Here I come.
Yeah!
And now the silent spot, starring Red Skelton in Taking Down the Christmas Tree. Tonight, we bring you a typical day in a typical household after a typical Christmas has come and gone. Okay, Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our sponsors and staff, we sincerely hope that our entertainment and our products have brought happiness into your homes. So until next week, we'll say good night for now, and may God bless. Good night, and thank you.
Thanks for popping your eyes today at the things that we try to do. In a week we'll be back this way, and you know that we'll watch for you. So goodbye until the moment when we'll see you all again. To our friends near and far, farewell, au revoir.
This is Art Gilmore speaking.